Well, maybe actual good people. When someone comes to you for help, you don't pawn them off on someone else and just expect that someone else is gonna fucking do it. They don't do it. They refuse to do it. The problem is that every agency here refused to do their jobs properly when I first got here. They refused to acknowledge me as a human being. I can't take care of myself. There's no actual support group for somebody who's gonna fight for my fucking rights. I'm not allowed to fight for my own. I'm not capable of fighting for my own. Yeah, two. What's the name? Lola White? Chicken Lola White. This one. Yeah. You don't like? No. Okay. No, you can go ahead. Go ahead. So, yeah. Now. No, you go ahead and help him. It's okay. No, it's tonight. Hey, man. I got a small. I didn't put the numbers that far. I don't have that. I'll come back. I just have to call it. What did I do that? Why did you that old? You should sleep in bed. Thank you. Oh. I want to get one of them roller bikes, I think. I'll try it. I thought they were giant cheesesteaks. Mmm. Oh. Oh. I gotta be nice to people instead of begging them to end my existence everywhere that I go. Because they're not gonna do it. They're just gonna punish me for wanting my life to end over all the bullying. If somebody would fucking help me with this electronic stuff, actually fucking help, instead of saying, I'll tell you what to do, show me. Fucking show me, for Christ's sake. And not the shit that you want to show me, the shit that fucking gets the shit turned in, you stupid asses. Oh, you should get Twitch, you should get Twitter. Fuck you. I hate my life. Oh, thanks, sir. Oh. 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 Oh.
Oh, pin na conmigo. $1.90.
I am so jealous of you. I paid a lot of money to learn Spanish, and my English still sucks.
I know only a few words. I mean, like, I'm not that fluent in Spanish, but like, few little words.
Every time them fellers come in here, they make you smile. So
Yeah,
I think they're a good influence.
exactly.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Sorry about that. Uh, 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 There is no place where I'm allowed to exist as a human being. There is no safe place for me because nobody's going to pay me enough. Nobody ever paid me enough to have my own place, no matter how hard I worked. It didn't matter because nobody was going to hire a place to me anyway because I didn't have a rental history. And then people want to treat me like shit in Chapel, Nebraska because I didn't have a car or a driver's license. It wouldn't help me get a fucking driver's license, so let's go to the car. I had to carpool, and then people treated me like shit for having to carpool. I spent a lot of money carpooling. That's if somebody was willing to take me. Of course, somebody'd come back the day after I asked them and say, "Hey, man, you know, you should have told me you were wanting to head that direction. We just got back from there." Like, man, thanks. Y'all ain't stupid. You know when you're being blown off. And so do I. I'm just smarter than most of you. The problem is that you pretend I'm a fucking retard. I made this channel so I could get help turning shit in right away. I needed help immediately when I made this channel. I needed help immediately when I started posting on Facebook. But nobody fucking heard me. They got their own fucking bullshit off in La La Land going on. My words don't matter. I gotta go in and be fake like you guys. I fucking hate it. If you have a bad day, you can go to your loved ones and they'll help you figure it out. If you need it figured out. If the most simple thing is fucking foreign to all of you, you've shown what you would do if you were treated in even a tiny, tiny quantity the way that you tell me to just ignore it. If I give you a tiny taste, you show what slithering urchins you really are. That's the problem with having friends that ain't real friends. Sure, they'll whisper sweet nothings, but then they'll procrastinate until you kill yourself. How many of my friends stopped and went, oh, well, maybe if we didn't treat Sean so shittily when he came to us for help, maybe he wouldn't be begging for help killing himself. But no, I gotta pretend everything is fine and dandy, because if I don't, then you'll fucking hurt me. Not that you give a shit. None of these fucking people give a shit if I kill myself. As long as they don't have to tell the truth. My little sister, my mother, Natalie Bollinger, my older brother Eric. If someone told you that they had a bunch of evidence of child abuse, but they weren't able to process it, what the fuck would you do? Nothing. You'd watch. You'd say, I can't do anything. Well, bullshit. See, when I tell y'all that abuse is going on and you let it go on longer and longer and longer, more abuse fucking happens. That's the problem with being fucking an at-risk adult. The people who are supposed to do this fucking job won't. Instead of fucking understanding why I'm living through this, they want to tell me what they think I should have done. Or, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Why don't you fucking listen? You're all fucking trash. That's the thing about you saying, oh, you need to trust someone. No, the fuck I don't. Like who? People who have stabbed me in the back repeatedly? None of you are good people. There's a lot of people that did offer to help me, but I got bullied out of those places. And my words were never heard. They never mattered. They never fucking mattered. There was a post about human trafficking. I typed, nobody cares. I'm still human trafficked. Nobody cares. John Cargius typed Sean Schwartz. So was I to the rich and famous. Nobody cares then, so nobody cares now. Danielle Lynn Brannigan typed John Cargius. I care. Please reach out to me. Huh. I'm trying to show you I need help. It's not that I'm not trying, it's that nobody fucking cares. I want to tell you about a guy here in town. We're not friends, we just know each other. Autistic 24-hour helpline. It's just for children with... Adults with autism don't fucking exist unless they're women, apparently. All they do is provide information and referrals and crisis intervention. You know what that means? Locking your kid up. Information and referral. That's all any of these places do. So why do we have 30 different places doing information and referral? What are crisis behaviors representative of? Does anyone know? Long-term abuse and neglect. It's the neglect in specific. Or rather, the complete and total disrespect. You learn that you're not allowed to speak. When you try to explain it to retards, like neurotypicals and stuff, when you tell them that your brain is wired differently, they think, oh, his wires are crossed. No. No, I have an analytical mind and I understand emotions far greater than you do. I'm very good at reading people. Most of us are. The problem is we're always told that we're wrong no matter what, and we just need to keep our mouths shut. That we don't know, that we're somehow inferior to everyone else and dumber than everyone else. And how we ever speak up is beyond everyone. And how can I possibly be autistic? Because autistic people can't speak. Oh, Sean, you don't look autistic. They abused me until I could not function. And when I reached out for help, it turned into a hornet's nest. All these people telling me they're not one-stop shops. I don't have a family member to help me with this, and I can't possibly do it for myself. I am for assisted termination of life for a reason. Jesus was an assisted suicide. The whole Bible makes no fucking sense without Judas Iscariot, just so you know. At least the New Testament. The Old Testament doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever. It's just a bunch of don't do this because I said so's. Or fire and brimstone and Sodom and Gomorrah and blah, 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 blah. And Sodom begat Gomorrah. Welcome to the Book of Genevieve. That sarcasm was uncalled for, wasn't it? It was out of place. Just like you guys making jokes on here, it's out of place. I'm sent around to different places. I can't take care of myself. God damn it. I'm forced through some pretty inhumane and inhospitable situations. There's a lot of people that we had arguments for years just because they thought I could just magically go back to Colorado and everything would be fine, and it's not fucking fine. It's not fine anywhere that I go. Once in a while I go into businesses and the business folks have to be nice to me for a little bit of time. There's a gentleman here who tried going in with me today, and he is pretty smart. He's quite astute. But he doesn't quite know when to speak up. And that's the thing about an angry parent. If this happened to your kid, there'd be an angry parent there going, what the fuck are you doing? Okay. Why are you telling him to do something he's not capable of when he's explained to you repeatedly that it gets him harmed? Holy shit. Gave me a heart attack. Drugging me won't take away what's happened, and it won't get my predators turned in. I can't take care of myself. There are no autism advocates here. There is nobody to help me. Nobody. See, we got someone to go in with me today, didn't we? And I think he did a good job, and I feel bad for bugging him to do that. I get that it's not fun, it's not a party, it's not telling your personal experiences, but people here have no faith, because there's no faith to be had. Natalie Bollinger begged for death, and you say, oh, poor her. But her and her friends and family pushed me to the point that I want my life to end over a year before she was killed. And don't get me wrong, I already wanted my life to end. But that was the icing on the fucking cake. I haven't had a real friend since. And even she wasn't a real friend. She got to be the center of attention by pretending that she was being stalked. While people actually hurt me. They hurt me until I begged for help. And then I got treated like I was stalking her for begging for help. I needed help. I couldn't take care of myself anymore. These cops blowing me off and sending me somewhere else because there's no friend or family there. That's all they do. Who's gonna stop them? I don't have a family that cares. Not even if I pay them. They still won't do the job. They'll show up fucked up and take my money and run. Over and over again, I paid my sisters thises and thatses so that she wouldn't have to be fucking paranoid. But the thing is, she was paranoid because she's a tweaker. I'm paranoid because people are threatening to kill me and her. And then she tells me, oh, Sean, I think people are targeting me because of you. Well, yeah. Fucking duh. Like, this was not the first time that Tara told me that. People are threatening to hurt her. They're threatening to hurt Destiny. Candace Bonderon. She was going to help me. Then, of course, she was intimidated by the police. Hexton Sheriff's Department. How much you want to bet they got a call ahead? Somebody needed to be there with me so those cops couldn't antagonize me the way that they did. And that's the bottom fucking line. Because there was nobody actually there with me who fucking spoke up. If you're experiencing a mental health crisis, connect to the Suicide Prevention Lifeline. My mental health crisis is that I'm bullied. I've been bullied out of everything that I had. Everything that I could possibly have as a future is gone. Where the fuck are my goddamn Kleenex? I can't go to police without being fucking bullied. I can't take care of myself or protect myself, and my predators prey on that every day. I can't take care of myself. I have no friends and I have no family. It's not just my friend's fault. It's also Natalie's fault and her family's fault. It's the police's fault and mental health care's fault. All we needed is for somebody to be a fucking grown-ass goddamn adult. I was the adult in the situation everywhere that I went, and that is not okay. I can't function. Sending me to alcoholics and drug addicts for help is inappropriate. Oh. I'm not gonna be heard unless someone goes in with me. That is the bottom line. But it has to be somebody who's a fucking fighter. Somebody who actually gives a shit about my rights, not somebody who's gonna bullshit me like Amanda DeMette. I've had to deal with no end of fucking crazies because I have to record at all moments of time. I have to record the efforts that I make to try to get help. You probably just heard my shoelace thump. It gets stuck on the gas pedal. Like, y'all got no idea. If I have a panic attack on the road, I could crane into people. If I have a panic attack, I'll get arrested. If I have a meltdown, I'll get arrested. If I scream for help, I'll get arrested. I'll get bullied. How dare I scream for help? How dare I? See, that's the thing about people not taking the time when they say they will to do what it is they said that they would. After 11 months of being fucking stalked just here in Tillamookkk, I still don't have any help turning that son of a bitch in. Don't make me record it. But if you do make me record it, keep in mind I'll absolutely record it. If it's the only way to show the truth is to record it and post it on the internet, because you're not going to help me turn it into the cops. You're not going to help me turn it into the media. You're not going to make a big stink like a parent would if their child was abused. Or like a husband would if his wife was abused. But then again, I'm a male, so my disabilities don't exist. And therefore it must be okay to hurt me, huh? We got some real sick sons of bitches in the world, and I expose them daily. How do you like it when I bully you back? And people say, Sean, you changed. Yeah, I'm exhibiting fucking signs of trauma and long-term fucking abuse. None of this shit works without a friend or family who cares. They keep trying to send me back to places that I can't go back to because the safety issues have not been fucking addressed. It is not okay for me to be bullied. I am an at risk adult. I am bullied everywhere I go. And yes, I fucking scream on the internet. When you guys try to tell me how to get to a bigger audience, I don't need a bigger audience. I need one real friend. One. One friend who's not too much of a pussy to make the calls with me. One friend who is not afraid to speak up. One friend who's going to say, hey, man, this is some serious shit. That's the thing about recording the evidence. Is that way you can see the actual event. You can help me to turn it in because you have abilities I don't. That's the thing about exploiting my disabilities. I wouldn't come to you if it wasn't necessary. I never had real friends. My parents were coke addicts and I grew up in the system. You pretend that autism is some retard thing where I grew up under a rock with manservants and maidservants, and hell no, that ain't the case. For my parents, no matter what, nothing was ever good enough. Ever. No matter how good I was, no matter how hard I tried, no matter how honest I was. Now, I'm being sent by police officers to mental health for mental health to do the job. But the thing is, those police officers need to not bully me over to mental health. They need to do their jobs and report it immediately and investigate it immediately. Without a friend or family member, they're just going to blow me off. I have said this the entirety of my life because I pay attention. You know how inappropriate it is that the Autism Society sends you to the suicide prevention line when one of their children is experiencing a mental health crisis? If they're having a mental health crisis because they're being abused, they don't need suicide fucking prevention line, you twat. But we'll call these pieces of shit one more time. Let's see, the one for the Asperger Autism Network. It says, contact us, 988 National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, or National Domestic Violence Hotline, or the Trevor Project. Literally, there's all these phone numbers that I've already called. They're not willing to communicate with me in a way that is effective. And they're forcing me to do things I'm incapable of doing without assistance. Uh, uh, program after program after program, not a single one of them helps you. Who do you call when you are an autistic person who's being abused and nobody will try to understand. They even got media inquiries. Yeah, they'll talk to the media. They don't give a fuck about you. National Autism Helpline, phone, email, or live web chat. Amaze. amaze.org.au. That's See, they make it all sorts of fucking complicated. Like, why can't they just have a human being listen? Instead of making it, I've got to call a phone number to do an email. Autism Crisis Hotline. The thing is, there's a difference between an autism crisis. Alright, we'll try this one. See, I spend a lot of time calling places on my own, too. I get a lot of referrals from street people to places, and I look stuff up often. This one wants donations for autistic adults. It's called Next for Autism. nextforautism.org. The next one down is Early Autism Services. Again, that's just for kids. And it's ABA, which is hurting your kids, basically. Alright, we got somebody on here who wants to type ZZZZZZZ. What do we do with these guys? Oh, cute. Another one of them racist shitheads. I'd use her on this channel. God damn, that was easy. I'm not filling every single moment with action. I get that. This channel's not for your entertainment. It's for trying to get help stopping the abuse. It's not just me who has to go through this. Meanwhile, trying to get help in this country is impossible. They'll just change it from autistic and needs help to mentally ill and fuck him, throw him away. There's a lot of phone numbers that I could post up today if I had access to a place of my own. When I did have access to a place of my own, I still didn't have access to police. I still didn't have access to an advocate. All of them say the same thing everywhere. It's not their job. It's not their job. I can't turn off autism to please you. No matter how much you want me to. See, the thing is, I had plenty of therapists they should have talked to. But they didn't. They tried to have me rubber stamped, and they try to do the same here. They need to listen to the victim, not make them jump through 10 million hoops so they can turn in a fucking report. So they can have simple fucking accommodations. I had my own accommodations and they were robbed from me because of lies, and that's not okay. Centralia autism treatment, Tillamookkk. Just so you know, they're gone. We'll try calling Nammy, I guess, but it's too late at night.
Hello. Thank you for calling for autism. We are unable to take your call right now. Please dial 1 to leave a detailed message on our general mailbox, and someone will get back to you as soon as possible. Have a great day. General mailbox.
Hello, my name is Sean Schwartz. I have I have Asperger's, but I know I don't sound like right now. I sound more low functioning than I am. I'm going through a lot of abuse and I'm being ignored because I'm autistic. There's no autism helpline. It's just suicide hotline, and they are not equipped to deal with autism. Why are we being sent to them? I've called everybody that there is to call, but they're constantly being forced to move, being bullied everywhere that I go. Right now, I've had to deal with being called the N-word over 100 times just in typing from people harassing me in my phone. And then there's people harassing me on the internet and in real life, and I can't get help stopping it. I don't have any representation, and a lot of people who have pretended to be autism advocates, and they weren't. There were people in web sleuth groups over a friend of mine who got her brains blown out named Natalie Bollinger. And I needed help showing that these people were pretending to be professionals, but they weren't. I'm sorry, I cry a lot. My phone number, I should have written down my phone number before calling. I'm sorry. See, that's the thing about being in a state of crisis. It doesn't mean we're suicidal. And y'all need to stop pushing us to suicide places. We need help stopping abuse. I didn't get to leave my number. I got so many numbers. I just call them. I just keep calling and calling and hoping someone cares, and nobody ever does. Not without a friend or family member to call with me and say, "Hey, man, this is fucked up." And god damn it, it is fucked up. God damn it. I gotta write my number down all the time. Just write it down over and over and over again. I can't take care of myself. Stop taking advantage of me for that. I couldn't defend myself, and Natalie knew it, and her friends knew it, and they didn't care, and my friends didn't care. Oh. 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 Its number is from NAMI. It's if you have any questions about autism spectrum disorder or finding support and resources. No, I need support, actual support, not resources. Uh, uh, it's form after form after form. I need a place to do it. Even to get started on this, I need a place where I can set up my computer, you shits. God damn it. There's no possible way. Why do they force homeless people through this? I'm disabled. I can't do this shit. I can barely speak. You don't get that. You don't fucking care. I have to be afraid of the police all the time because I'm homeless and a male. Alright, anything on top of that is icing on the cake for those pieces of shit. But it's fine because it's not happening to you. I must deserve it because it's not happening to you. Uh... Let's try some phone numbers, right? Uh... 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 By lying about me and harming me repeatedly, the Bollingers were able to deprive me of every goddamn resource that I had, and they were able to get other people to harm me repeatedly everywhere that I went. All because they lied. All because I was never allowed to face my accusers. All because I was never allowed to show evidence. All because I didn't have anybody who cared. I spent money, a lot of money that I didn't have to get help. For a whole year, all of my money, for a whole year before Natalie was killed, went to therapy appointment after fucking therapy appointment and going to Miss Peach's house and buying cigarettes for them. buying food for them, going out and panhandling for them. Oh, Sean, you gotta go like make like at least $50 or something. You're hanging out on my couch. Like fuck, I came over here because you were gonna help me, Peaches. And you don't understand that those are fucking hurtful memories of how hard I tried. And if I tried too hard, I got snapped at. And meanwhile, none of y'all will bother to fucking help me turn it in when a crime is fucking committed. So they get to do it again and again. And pretend that my disabilities don't exist when it suits them. I went and tried to do it the right way. I went to my friends to try to do it the right way. None of them fucking cared. The Bollingers and their fucking cronies just kept it up. And none of my friends cared. None of them. And you won't look. You won't fucking look. My channel's not about popularity. Oh, it's not about popularity to me. To the rest of you, it seems to be. And instead of trying to help turn it in, you get sarcastic or fucking nasty. And then you don't like it when I'm nasty back. Stop telling me what to do and find out what I'm capable of fucking doing, stupid shit.
The NAMI helpline is now closed. Para español, pulse 2. The NAMI helpline can be reached Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Time, or by emailing helpline@nami.org. If you or others are in immediate, life-threatening danger, please hang up and call 911. If you or someone else is experiencing a mental health crisis, please hang up and call 988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Dialed. Please check the number and dial again. Announcement. Or, your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Well, let's try it again. Let's try 988.
You've reached the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Para español, marque el número 2. To talk to the Veterans Crisis Line, press 1. To connect to support for LGBTQI+ youth and young adults, press 3. Otherwise, to talk with a counselor, stay on the line or press 0. To improve 988, your call may be monitored and recorded. If you stay on the line at the end of the call, you may be invited to participate in a short survey. We are checking for a counselor who is available to talk. You'll hear music while we do this, and we'll give you an update in 30 seconds. You are not alone.
Jesus goddamn
We want
Christ.
to support you. Someone will be with
Bullshit.
you soon.
Bullshit.
988 Nebraska, how can I help you?
988 Nebraska, huh?
Yes. Yes.
I hope
How can
that's
I help
nobody
you?
I know.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
There was an ambulance going by. Please forgive me. I'm autistic. This is the number that all of the autism lines send us to, is either 988 or Suicide Lifeline. I didn't call Suicide Lifeline because they will push me to commit suicide, same as the people at 988. So I'm trying to explain that I have autism. The environment that I'm stuck in keeps me incapable of processing any of the stuff that I need to do. I've been abused nonstop. I have people who text me the N-word and scream the N-word at me all the time. I am tired of the racism. I am tired of the sexism. I'm tired of being assaulted. I'm tired of being threatened. And I'm tired of being blown off by the police.
Okay. What place is that you're talking about that you live?
Well, right now I'm in Tillamookkk, Oregon, but I had to flee Nebraska because of systemic abuse. Nebraska is a bass-backwards state when it comes to disabled people.
So you're in Oregon, you're not even in Nebraska right now?
I'm not even in Nebraska, no ma'am.
Okay. Do you mind telling me your... Go ahead.
My first name is Sean. My last name is Schwartz.
Can you tell me how old you are?
Yeah, I'm 42.
Oh. So you're living in Oregon, but are you living in a group home, or do you live independently?
I live in a car. I'm not capable of living independently, but because my mental health workers made bad choices, I ended up with absolutely nothing before my friend Natalie was killed, and as a result, I've been homeless ever since. I was in assisted living in Nebraska. Go ahead.
Okay. No, I was going to say, so are you homeless now, or are you living in a shelter?
I can't live in a shelter, and I am homeless now. I'm also targeted by the homeless.
Okay.
And I get abused a lot by police too, because I'm homeless, and also because of my best friend getting her brains blown out. As an at-risk adult, I've gone to all the places that are supposed to help us, and they don't. They don't try to understand autism. Most doctors aren't familiar with autism. If you have an autistic crisis, it's usually over abuse, but they don't treat it like it's abuse. They treat it like you're throwing a tantrum. And that's why we need autism specialists, but we don't have any. I'm sorry about my nose. I was crying like a little bitch earlier. My most sincere apologies for cursing.
You're fine. Don't worry about it.
I
So, are you having any thoughts? Of suicide today?
People are threatening to kill me. They've been threatening to kill me and my friends and family since 2017.